let's talk about group intelligence. So, again, click on the third card in the program synopsis, group intelligence. And we're going to have to talk about before we even start the engagement, you want to make sure that the right people are in the room when you do this or that you're working with the right people. So, again, if you're a part of a team, you want to identify which team members will be best for this type of initiative. And if you're a freelancer, you'll need to act in a few different capacities, right? You're going to have to wear a few different hats here. But it's also important to have the right people from the client side, right? And this all depends on, again, who you're working with, the size of the company, and the type of project. So, overall, guys, from an agency member checklist or for group intelligence, you'll want to have your strategist or account manager, right? They're going to be needed for strategic direction, and they should be knowledgeable in web analytics, best practices, and the client's business. You're also going to want a project manager, and they're going to be needed to properly allocate resources and direct kind of the day-to-day activities. So communication and collaboration with clients are really, really key in these types of projects. You also want to have a UX or designer, right? Responsible for driving kind of user experience direction through things like customer journeys, conversion paths, and user personas. And then they'll help with kind of architecting any wireframes or prototypes. And then it's always good to have a technologist, someone responsible for technical considerations, right, of the project. And that will help with both current and future features, functionality, and anything that we want to optimize afterwards. From the client side, you'd really want to have some kind of a team or project lead, someone over on their end that's required for kind of steering the project from the client side, right? They'll be responsible for their day to day communication and collaboration with the PM agency member, right? Then there's kind of three different types of people that you can have. I call them the three S's. You can have stakeholders, right? Which this could be anyone who has some kind of stake in the project, from executives down to employees who interface with their customers directly. And again, all depends on the project. You could have sponsors, which are members who can represent other members of the client team, which are usually, those other members are usually like C level with the available time and authority needed, right? That's important. They have to, because not all CEOs, not CFOs, CSOs, CMOs, they're not always available. And they are the ones with the authority. So you want to have a sponsor for someone who can represent anyone from the C level. And then specialists, right? And these are skill based members or subject matter experts that have some kind of knowledge around the project or initiative that you're working on. So make sure you have the right group intelligence before you start off the engagement of road mapping. All right.